let's go the next step with my Ampless rig. I wanted to build a minimal setup with an analog pedal replacing an amp. Also, when I made my original Ampless rig video, I did not do sound examples. Let me catch up on this by using a single overdrive or distortion pedal to compare its minimal, amped and Ampless setup. So let's choose a pedal first for this. Of course, none of the time or modulation based pedals. No boost or overdrive pedal that is normally used to push a tube amp. So not the green, not the yellow ones. We need one that has its own sound. Let me go with this one. It is designed by a well-known artist and gear designer. Now let's go and use it first in front of an amp. We of course use a microphone directly in front of the amp to record this. But here is the sound in the room recorded with the video. Now let me record something on this looper to make sure we play exactly the same when comparing later. Alright, now back home. First let me compare with setups that do not work. The pedal alone sounds just awful as a recording. The pedal into a cap sim still sounds awful, but it reminds me of some bad recordings seen on YouTube. What the pedal is still missing is a preamp to run it into. Here's a circuit design from Run of Groove called the Azabache, or more Spanish pronounced the Azabache. This is a build similar to a Fender preamp, but with a different tone stack to cover a variety of Fender-like tones. And of course with J-Fats replacing tubes. This sounds like a perfect little amp replacement, so I built this, and to do so, I also used an existing PCB. This has a much higher density of components compared to a perf board, and this finally helps me to squeeze it in the smallest possible enclosure. You may of course add your own preferred pedals into this recipe, but this setup really works. Now let me show the completion of this build. Because it's not one but four styles of Fender preamps, I didn't want to color it to follow one of the known Fender designs. I will instead keep the enclosure like so. As an always-on pedal, it's gonna be mounted horizontal on top of other pedals, and so there is no switch. To still have some reference to Fender-like design, I included a Fender amp jewel to be the indicator of the modes. A red, green and blue LED inside indicates the Fender blonde, brown, silver and blackface tone stack modes. Hope you enjoyed the video. Best greetings to all of you, and very special thanks to my subscribers.